could wear the mask.
I am your father.
Get over here!
This is the way.
Purchase your tracks today.
Iron Man.
Alright guys, welcome back to the house that Retro built. This is the Retro Toy Closet for another 1/6 scale review figure unboxing. And today, after almost a 6-month wait since it was originally debuted in Hong Kong, Big Bad Toy Store has finally came through and delivered the Mandalorian and the Child. This is the non-deluxe pack. This is, I guess it would be considered as their basic Mandalorian, adding the Child. They did have the jewelry still version that came out first. This would be considered as the second release, with the third being the deluxe. But yes, we finally have it in hand, and it is here and ready to be unboxed. So we're going to go ahead and push this one ahead of two MCU figures that we've gotten in the past week in the mail, because we've been waiting for this Mandalorian for far too long. So, what do you think, Jay?
I'm excited to see what this Mandalorian looks like as soon as we take him out of this packaging.
Yes.
It's been so long, and this is the Beskar look, so
Yeah.
you know it's going to be shiny.
Oh, Beskar is going to look amazing. Okay, so you got the traditional, I guess it'd be considered traditional now, this little slip tag that they put around the box. It is part of the box. It does not slide off. On the side, you have Mandalorian right there with the jetpack on with the blast effects. Other side, TMS 014, the Mandalorian, the Child, 6 scale product. Then on the back, you have all your warnings and labels and shoutouts and everything in between. So, let's go ahead and spin this bad boy around. And we're going to go ahead and open up the box. Well, you know what? I seem to be getting good feedback. We're going to go ahead and look at that first slip cover before we get to the figure. So, here we go. Okay, and here's that first slip cover with a very badass portrait of the Mandalorian using his flamethrower that's on his gauntlet. And, whew, that just gets the goosebumps flowing, man. This thing looks amazing just with that little first shot right there of a possible pose you could be putting your Mandalorian into. So, we're going to go ahead and pause one more time and get this slip cover out and take a look at the figure himself.
And here goes the Mandalorian. No crazy poses of the sort. And just that standard looking pose. Yeah, this is a good figure. He looks nice and chunky because of that fat suit.
Yeah.
The Beskar looks shiny. And yeah.
Yeah, that Beskar, it looks amazing. Like, okay, yes, we do know it's just painted plastic, but the paint apps that they used on it, it just looks phenomenal. It's spot on. I have to say it's pretty damn close to the actual suit that was in the show. I know a lot of people kind of argued and said that the original brown undersuit was a little bit darker, but just looking at it right here on camera, that's pretty freaking dark right there. So, for all people know, it might have been this exact material that they used, and then the camera itself just added that extra darkness to it. So, fanboys, just enjoy the Mandalorian. Don't get so butthurt over it. So, anyhow, in that first slip cover with the Mandalorian, you get his trusty rifle. And this thing is like packed to the gill with details. Looks really good. And it has this very cool strap that basically attaches to his leather strap right there, and it just hangs over his back. Looks really good. Then the feature that mostly the fanboys love. Well, I'm not even going to say the fanboys. Grogu was pretty cool in the show. It is a non-posable figure, but the detail on this little piece right here to stand next to your Mandalorian is amazing. This is the Child, a.k.a. Baby Yoda, a.k.a. Grogu. The only thing I'm going to complain about with this piece, other than the articulation, is the lack of hair. There's no hair up there. Like, they didn't even try to give like a little bit in the sculpt or anything. So that's definitely something I could look into in the future of possibly doing a little upgrade to him. Give him a little bit of hair with some, get like that pillow fill, and you just shred it up and lightly glue it strand by strand on there. A little tedious, but it could be a cool upgrade. Okay, aside from that, they should have just called this one the deluxe version because he comes with like so much stuff. There's so much little things. I'm not going to take it out of this box because I don't want to lose it. But right here, you have 5 additional hands. You have yourself a nice piece of the Beskar for payment. You have his blaster rifle. You have his bounty tracker, one of his little mini bombs. You got the Mythosaurus necklace that you can put with Grogu. What else do we have? This piece right here goes on the side of his helmet, so you have like a light. You have a nice little dagger knife. This piece right here, I think this is the whistling birds that go onto his gauntlet. I think that's what they were called, the whistling birds or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
We'll look it up, but as usual, it'll be down at the bottom because we do these reviews by the flight of night. We don't sit there and prepare because we just want it to happen organically.
Impromptu.
Yes. And then we have his additional shoulder piece that comes with the... And right there you have his shoulder pad that you can swap out with the mud horn inscribed under that the female Mandalorian guild armor worker designed for him when she built his Beskar armor. You have your basically your spear with the wire right here, so it looks like he's shooting it out of his gauntlet. And you have flame effects for his flamethrower and for his jetpack. Aside from this, you also get the now classic that a lot of people are hating on it, the sand diorama figure base, which has the footprints, which for IG-11 it was absolutely stupid that they actually gave him round footprints like this when he has rectangular feet. But anyhow, this seems to be like a Mandalorian base that's getting heavily recycled and heavily reused. With this figure, you get a flight stand, your waist grabber, and a jetpack. So, let's go ahead and take a closer look at this figure. JXP, would you like to take a look at them and run them through?
Alright, so let's start off with the helmet, or the head scan. Nothing much going on there, it's just the helmet. It looks nicely detailed. You see some weathering effects on it.
Yeah.
Next you have his armor plate, and...
Yeah, he's got the nice chest armor. Everything's like nicely matched in color. It definitely makes this outfit pop compared to the Drury Steel armor, which is a little bit darker, more dingier. Kind of like this thigh pad, which I have to go back to that episode. I'm assuming that he had ran out of Beskar. That's why that one was never fully covered, but all the other pieces were covered. Or was it damaged during a battle? That's what I need to go back. I'm thinking that he had ran out of Beskar. That's why that piece is like that. The gloves are from a shore trooper that he had, so he's more than likely recycling parts from, dead troopers that he found. You got the wrist gauntlet on the left, which you can see the whistling birds right there. It's loaded, but it's not ready to deploy. You have 2 of your bombs right there, which you saw. You got a third one loose that can go in the pack, or it can actually slip right back in there. You got these little pieces right here for his rifle, with additional ones down on his right leg strap. He also has a holster to put his gun on. Oh, look at that, some more plastic. I'm finding plastic everywhere on this guy. There is no wire in the cape, but the cape does have some damage in there. You know, because he was pretty much just like a vagabond, you know. He was a loner. He traveled the lands, made his money, did his jobs, and just kept it moving. So, here, let's go ahead and put this shoulder strap on. And from what I have heard, you have to be careful, because some people that have, you know, put it on and removed it numerous times have found that theirs have broken off. So, look at that. It just snaps on that easy. You get that nice gun draping to the back. And it just sits there nice and relaxed. That looks actually really cool. So, Mando does have a fat suit, so it does restrict him on a lot of his posing. So you have to be selective on how you're going to pose him. That's completely up to you on what you want to do. The other thing I'm going to touch on is this shoulder pad right here. It is attached by Velcro, so it's just a simple removal. And then you can put the Mudhorn shoulder pad on, which more than likely, that's what I'm going to do. You know, so Velcro, and then we're gonna get the Mudhorn one out. Anything you want to add, JXP, while we're doing this?
I don't know. I don't know what to really say. I'm just winging it with you. I'm just watching you enjoy such a cool looking figure.
When I got this figure in the other day, old boy here, he was so excited when he saw mine that he went and ordered himself one too. So we're gonna have 2 Mandalorians in this house soon. But look at that, it attached that easy, and that looks good right there. I don't even know what was the purpose of having the other one there. I guess it's like if you're one of those people that try to make scene accurate poses and everything, understandable. But that's what I like. I like that. That looks good. So, you know, I think that's gonna go ahead and do it for this video. Just a heads up, we are going to be taking a break from the hunt, as the past 2 months we've gotten so many figures that we've acquired that we have enough content to last us easily a month. Plus, I have a lot of figures starting to drop from the distributors, Big Bad Toy Store, Sideshow, Toys Wonderland, GN Toys, and the list goes on. So, as usual, guys, stay posted to the page. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram if you haven't already. And like we always say about that time, what we do, Jay?
We like to keep it and stay retro.
Stay retro, guys. Bonus feature. Okay, something that I forgot to mention. With this Beskar backpack that we have, it's all magnet based. So pretty much, you just spin that around, and it attaches just like that. So he still leaves his robe on, and oops, he still leaves his robe on, magnet like that, and then you have a Mando that is jet ready. So yeah, I just wanted to show that real quick with the jetpack, in case anybody's wondering. It does attach with a magnet, so stay retro, guys.